Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Now Prescott. That's to the running back, Jaden Blue. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go,
Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
Hey, let's go.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
On first and 10, it's Brooks.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down in the play by Deron Bland. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic.
From 3 yards out. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 31 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past
midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
These two teams met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Marquise Bell.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Yeah! There we go. Here we go. 46.
Here's Prescott.
Jalen Carter.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatter, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And now how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Hey, easy. 63, guys.
Motion left, Smith. Throwing is Hurts.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Albert O from 19 yards away.
And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Yeah!
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
3rd and 9 here.
Hey, here we go. 26.
Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go.
To the air again, Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue.
And he'll be brought down to about the 42. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Prescott now.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Smith catches left side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Now Hurts going to move him around. They'll try and run here with Brooks.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
In punt formation for the Eagles.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing. Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The Cowboys at 4-11 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I take one. There we go. Kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go!
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Now he's going to step up and run. He's got this to Pickens.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
George Pickens,
48 yards.
and the Cowboys have regained the lead.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Eagles 23.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
They'll look to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll try and run again with Blue.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Handoff, Blue running right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
We're going to 54. Why?
To throw is Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First down. A gain of 21.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to let this one go deep.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They go play action with Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Blue trying the right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Marquise Bell
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up the 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Now 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 26-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 8. We're going to 54. Wide 8. Then we're going to 53.
Here's Prescott.
And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Prescott to throw it.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 35.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
Nolan Smith
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
47.
Now Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go.
Prescott now.
Now he's going to step up and run. Pass is caught. Pickens on the comeback route.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
At 47.
Throwing. Prescott.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Burt sets up to throw it. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Hollywood Brown, touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this.
And Prescott, his third interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Well, there's that man again. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that's not the way you want to try to establish momentum ahead of a possible fourth-quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build out for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, It's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Here's 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. Now it brings up 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Formation for the Eagles.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down and 4.
There you go.
Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, kill! 47!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And again, it's Prescott.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
To throw is Prescott.
He's got Lamb near the sideline making the catch.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
There we go, kill.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again.
They'll swing this out to Blue.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trim.
Throwing is Hurts. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Jalen Carter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. KaVontae Turpin. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Hurts.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jonathan Brooks.
77 yards.
And the Eagles extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Eagles 50, Cowboys 36. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. To start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Wide. Here we go. Kill. 26.
Prescott to throw it.
Left side to Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. Schoonmaker. With that pass CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Gets this into the hands of Blue.
But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Yeah! Here we go.
To throw, Prescott.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now 1st and goal. Prescott.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Jalen Carter.
In there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Yeah, here we go. I take wide in. Here we go. 46. 26.
Here's Dak.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Yeah!
One last shot now for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.